Welcome, this is a recorded session of the Post-Quantum Cryptography Conference of the PKI Consortium. This conference would not have been possible without our sponsors, PQ Shield, SSL.com, Entrust, Keyfactor, HID Global, and the organizational support of the Post-Quantum Cryptography Working Group of the PKI Consortium, and in particular, Entrust, Keyfactor, and Logius. Would you like to join the PKI Consortium? Go to pkic.org/join, or contact us if you would like to become a sponsor.
But okay, so with that, welcome to Austin. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending where you are, because it's insane. This conference that we're organizing now for the third time, we have a packed room here. We have an overflow room on the third floor for people that are not fitting in this room anymore. And we have over 2,000 people registered, way over 2,000. I think as it looks like now, we might end up on 3,000 registrations today. So we have a lot of attendance. And why is that? Well, I don't know. Maybe it's a hot topic. But first, who is the PKI Consortium? For those familiar and have been attending, you might see that we have been growing our memberships. Because 4 or 5 years ago, when we transitioned from the CA Security Council to the PKI Consortium, we were only with 7. Yeah? Last year, I think we were about 100 people. Okay, thank you. It's good to have some background music, but so we were around 100 people. Now, or 100 people, 100 organizations. Now we have hundreds of people representing over 160 organizations, from governments, from auditors, from PKI organizations, consultancy, software and hardware vendors, and certification authorities, name them. Everyone involved in PKI is in the PKI Consortium. And more members are joining us because we need to do this through collaboration. And most importantly, at least to me, we're a non-for-profit organization. We're not doing this to make money, else we would have charged you to come here today. This event is free of charge because we want to share the message to everyone. And that is to align with our vision. Trusted digital assets and communication for everyone and everything. And how do we do that? With the quantum threat. This might be at risk.
So, Paul, you already stated that we have over 160 members in the PKI Consortium participating. That's really great. I mean, some of them you can see here on the screen. So, what we would like to see is more and more people would joining our PKI Consortium. So, if you want to join our PKI Consortium, please go to pkic.org/join.
Yeah, and thank you, Albert. And I'm Paul van Brouwershaven. I'm the chair of the PKI Consortium. Forgot to say that earlier. I'm the director of technology compliance at Entrust. And with me, Albert de Ruiter. He's the vice chair of the PKI Consortium and the policy authority of the Dutch government. So with that, I think it's time to look a little bit about what we're working on. What are we working on as the PKI Consortium? And one of the things that we're working on is remote key attestation. And this is coming really important if we want to get crypto agility. So the PKI Consortium is trying to create awareness and support for remote key attestation. And some of our members are also actively working in the Internet Engineering Task Force, the IETF, to come up with standards to have a more universal approach to remote key attestation. Because this is really important to know that a key was generated, managed, and marked non-exportable in a hardware cryptographic module. And if we cannot do that as a remote party, how can we ever become crypto agile? So another project that we're working on.
Yeah, thanks, Paul. Another project we're working on right now is the PKI maturity model. We also have established a model for evaluation, planning, and a comparison between different PKI implementations. The biggest important thing is that we created a web version, which you can see here on the screen right now. And you can make a comparison between all those PKI environments. So it will help you to create your maturity of your PKI environment. Crypto agility, of course, including PQC readiness, is a crucial part of the maturity of the PKI environment. For more information, please go to pkic.org/pkimm.
Yeah, and really thank you to also Roman, who's the chair of the PKI maturity model. And he's doing a lot to drive this effort. So, post-quantum capability matrix. That's another thing that we've been working on. We showed you also last year. And as you see, I'm scrolling it here through because there are so many members on the list, and this is always growing with more information about implementations that do have PQ algorithms enabled and implemented. And the next thing that we're working on at the moment is to say, okay, this is all interesting. These are a lot of the drafts that were created and implemented. Now it's time to go to the stable implementations. So soon we will be updating also the post-quantum capability matrix to start listing the organization, software, and implementations that have already implemented the stable standards that we have now.
This is what we are working on right now. It's training and certification. We think that training and certification plays a crucial role in any PKI environment. So we want to start the architecture, look at the roles and responsibilities, practical guidelines. That's what we want to give to all the community. And to create a common ground for it. So if you would like to see more about these things, we are working on it right now, but please contact us at PKIC.
Yeah, this is really important.
Yeah, sure.
I think this training certification working group is something we set up like a couple of months ago, and we're still in the very early stages. But information and knowledge about PKI is so scarce, and it's so hard to actually find the knowledgeable people or to assess their knowledge. So, as you stated, Albert, this is really becoming a tool where we are trying to set like a concept architecture, the roles and responsibilities of those involved in running that PKI infrastructure, so that in the end we can go to certification. And yeah, contributions to this is really welcome. So if you would like to use this or share and participate with the knowledge you have about your environments, that might be different from any other environment, because that's why we have the PKI Consortium. It's a community to work together, to network, to collaborate, and that we all can have the benefits of that. So, and that also brings us to post-quantum cryptography.
Yeah, post-quantum cryptography is, of course, closely related to all the things we are doing in PKI. What we see on the horizon, what is coming up, we think we need to act. And that's the reason why we are here together right now. All those interesting people. And from PKI perspective, we need to be in front of that because we use the algorithms inside our environment. So that's the reason why we find post-quantum cryptography very important. This is the first time, right? Also in Amsterdam we organize it, and in Ottawa. So yeah, there's a lot of things going on. And what we see right now is that also the industry, also government, also a part about legislation needs to collaborate with each other to be quantum resilient, because there's a threat. And the threat, we need to be upfront on it. So, yeah. Paul?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think, as you saw, remote key attestation, training certification, post-quantum capability matrix, they all have one link, and that's cryptography. And we know that the cryptography as we know it today will not be sustainable in the future. We do need to take action. And one thing that we also know, that past cryptographic migrations took over a decade. And sometimes I even question, have we finished those migrations? Because if I talk to people, then they say, well, actually, my organization still has some SHA-1 or even other algorithms buried somewhere here or there. So maybe we're still not there. And that will probably be the same for any of the post-quantum algorithms. Or look at other examples within the industry, such as the migration from IPv4 to IPv6. Is that ever going to finish? It's going to be very, very challenging.
So, Paul, yeah, you already mentioned some topics which we are working on, but let's go to the agenda. What's on the agenda today and tomorrow?
Well, sometimes I'm joking. So, like, don't you know? Have you not read the agenda?
I read the agenda, but I want to hear you say something.
Well, okay, yeah. Now we have the agenda here, and it's hard really to go over all the talks because we have so many good speakers, way more than I can actually talk about. And this is just only for today. So we will be starting with Professor Aronson from the university here, the University of Texas at Austin. And he will go into this discussion with an interactive session, so with a lot of question answer, on the hope and hype of quantum. Is it hyped? Are we hoping for it? Because what we also know, quantum has a lot of potential. We're here, post-quantum cryptography. It's all dark and scary. But it could also bring a lot of good things. But how far are we actually in up to a realistic quantum computer that could potentially break our cryptography? And then we will follow with Bill Nieuwhuis and Andrew Regenscheidt from NIST. And they will give us a guidance on what is currently going on within NIST. So where are we standing within the standardization? What is their guidance on implementation timelines and the Crypto Center of Excellence and name it all. I think a really good start. And then after the break, after our first break, we will start with the sessions in the breakout room. But if you want to see the entire agenda, just go to pkic.org and then click on the conference website, and you will see the entire agenda there for both days and both the plenary and the breakout. So this is the second day. Great, even more talks. And also great opportunity for networking. So on both days, today and tomorrow, we've scheduled 30 minutes breaks so that you can actually talk to each other. Because maybe, especially for those here in person, that is maybe the most valuable of being here, is that you can talk to other experts and other people going through the same challenge. But at the end of the day, we also have like a 2-hour network session with more drinks and socializing time. So that's a great opportunity for you all. But okay, maybe you would not be able to actually attend all the sessions. So we will be recording all sessions. And like previous years, we will be putting those on YouTube. So go to YouTube, subscribe to our channel, so that you get notifications about when we're uploading those sessions and you can follow up. And then a few, well, sort of housekeeping. This is where we are. We are in the auditorium, the blue area, the 1110 room. If we walk out here in the back, you go to the left, I think most of you have been already there, you have the Under the Oaks. That's where we serve the coffee breaks, and we have some of our sponsors located where you can talk. Then we have the orange room on the second floor. So again, go back out of the room here, take all the elevators on your left, or walk through, and then between the toilets there are some stairs where you can walk upstairs and then go to the second floor for the breakout session. Then in the back, the green room 1126, that's for those who have a workshop scheduled with one of our sponsors. So we do have some parallel workshops going on and where you can participate if you want, but that's basically on an invite only, or talk to the sponsors that are here if they have any workshop scheduled for you. Well, besides that,
On the stairs, upstairs, there's a breakout room on the second floor.
yeah, on the second floor.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you're on the stream remotely, that also allows you to switch between the plenary and the breakout. So on the left corner of your screen, you have a button, go to breakout or go to plenary, depending on which room you are. So you can easily switch from back and forward. And really important, we want you to ask questions, because that makes it interactive and that gets the things answered that you are worried about. So if you're on the stream, click on the button, ask a question, use the chat. Although we prefer you to submit the questions to the form, because that's a lot easier to manage. If you're here in the room, go to pkic.org/ask, pkic.org/ask, and that allows you to send those questions in. Select the room you are in. Again, that's for easy management for us. Select the speaker if you know, or if you have a specific speaker. If you don't have a specific speaker, just select the room and we will try to get that answered. So with that, we want to thank some key contributors to this conference. And to start, that we want to thank the PKI Consortium, specifically the Post-Quantum Cryptography Working Group. Because I'm not doing this all alone, and neither is Albert. No. We have an entire team supporting us in that. And, but particularly Logius from the Dutch government, Key Factor, and Entrust has spent enormous time and effort in getting this all sorted, getting the speakers aligned, getting the venue organized, getting everything done for the stream and everything that is related to that. In particular, these persons. I just wanted to list them here. And a few that I wanted to call out is, for example, Lee, Chris, Bailey, Rebecca, thank you, and Sven Rajala, he's in the back here, controlling the stream here. Those people, we couldn't do this without them. They have spent so much time. So can I have a big applause for them? But okay, it would not be possible without the financials, because yes, the people are really important, and it's all voluntarily, right? People doing this, they're not paid by the PKI Consortium or anything. It's a non-profit. We don't have a lot of budget. But the budget we have do come from our sponsors. So also there, I would really like to thank our lead sponsors, PQ Shield and SSL.com, and our long-term and continuous sponsors, Key Factor, Entrust, and HID Global. Again, that is really important to organize this and to keep it doing, to serve you lunch and drinks and coffee. That's all not free. So sponsorships are key for an organization that is non-profit, has no membership fees. We all depend on what we're being supported through.
Yeah.
So with that, we're going to a few sponsors pitches. So the people that have a pitch prepared, please come up to stage. And first I have HID Global, Mrugesh Chandrana. You can come here to the left, and then after that, please also make sure that the rest lines up here. This is a 60-second pitch. Like, it's really important. We have no commercial messages, except for the next few minutes. All speakers are strictly prohibited to talk about products or services. We want this to be educational and informational. Yeah. You're not here to be sold something. Yeah? But okay, our sponsors need value. They want to get some return. They are here. They want to give you a message. They want to tell something about their organization. So that's why we organize this. I'm going to give you the microphone, or if you can sure. Give your microphone.
I can give you.
And then I'm going to put on your slide. Sven is ready, I think, to start the countdown in the back. So in the when I'm going to start, you have 60 seconds, and at the end, We want to have the next speaker here. I don't see anyone yet. Okay, thank you. Start.
Thank you everyone for joining us. HID PKI as a service is a scalable, secure, and ultimate certificate lifecycle management platform, along with providing you a private PKI and public trust PKI services in a single pane of glass. We have over couple dozen integrations which provide you automation capabilities, support out of the box all the open source protocol, and our key benefits are predictable pricing, flexibility, secure your PKI infrastructure, and you don't have to do it in-house. It's all simplified through the cloud services. So please talk to us. We are downstairs. I don't see the timer, but hopefully it's 60 seconds.
Yeah, it's exactly 60 seconds, so thank you for that. So with that, we're going to the next speaker, and that is Alex York-Porschman from PQ Shield. And your 60 seconds are starting now.
Good morning, everyone. At PQ Shield, we deliver mature post-quantum crypto solutions in software, FPGA, and ASIC, all purpose-built with PQC first in mind. Our FIPS 140-3 CMVP certified crypto library is highly configurable, making it ideal for ultra-low memory embedded systems all the way to server-class devices. On the hardware side, we develop and provide scalable IP, ranging from low-footprint platform security modules all the way to high-throughput PQC accelerators. All of them are rigorously tested against timing, power, and fault injection attacks, and they've been proven in silicon on our own NIST-compliant test chip. Together with our 3 security levels, we enable a seamless transition to quantum safety for the entire PQI ecosystem. Visit our booth to learn more, and don't miss our talk later on Quantum Safe Secure Boot. Let's work together on this journey to quantum safety. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Alex. So,
Thank you.
Thank you.
with that, thank you. Eric Perot,
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you,
You have
thank you.
60 seconds for Entrust.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm Eric from Entrust Center of Excellence and based in Barcelona. I'm very delighted to introduce briefly Entrust. Our mission is securing the world in motion for almost 50 years, and our portfolio is centered around identity, and at the core of identity, the infrastructure security, with PKI, but not only PKI, with HSM, secret management tools, and phishing-resistant MFA. So all in all, we specialize in helping organizations to secure now and in the future their environment, especially involving the PQC with the PKI Consortium as a founding member, but also other consortiums such as the Cloud Signature Consortium. So it's all about providing technology to
Okay, that's
digital
the
trust.
end. Okay, with that, I want to welcome Leo Grove on stage, SSL.com. Your 60 seconds start now.
Hello, everyone. I'm Leo Grove, CEO and founder of SSL.com, a digital identity provider, signing service, and CA that's been committed to securing digital communication and providing trust services for over a decade. At SSL.com, we specialize in providing innovative certificate lifecycle management, cloud signing services, and custom PKI solutions that underpin the security of the internet. Post-quantum cryptography is one of the most pressing challenges and opportunities facing our industry. The advent of quantum computing poses a significant threat to the cryptographic algorithms we all rely on today. As a certificate authority, SSL.com is deeply engaged in preparing for this future by evaluating and implementing quantum-resistant algorithms and ensuring that our systems and those of our customers remain secure in the post-quantum world. SSL.com is proud to sponsor this event, and we look forward to engaging with all of you as we shape the future of cryptographic security. Thank you so much.
Wow. You had a few seconds left. So with that, we're going to the key factor, and Jason is going to do the 60-second pitch, and your time starts now.
Well, thank you first to PKI Consortium for letting so many brilliant minds come in here and have a discussion on PKI. I have the pleasure of introducing Key Factor. A few points here is, we give the ability to modernize your PKI with a highly available CA, which I know some people in this room use, which is EJBCA. Key Factor Command, which is the discovery, management, and automation of all the certs within your environment, not just on enterprise, but we also have the ability within the IoT OT space. But most recently with our release, giving customers the ability to inventory PQC certificates and hybrid certificates. There is a multitude of signing options that we have available with Sign Server and Signum, which can be software or SaaS. And then also, we are the guardians of the Bouncy Castle libraries. So in that, Matt, it's the crypto stack for which our products are based, and while offering the support and implementation.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So that were the pitches of our larger sponsors for this conference. And not to forget, there are more sponsors within the breakout room, or the break room, not the breakout room, where we serve the coffee and the lunch later to get that. I was just curious, the people here in the room, who is a member of the PKI Consortium? Wow, impressive.
Nice.
Good to see you all.
Yeah.
I have not seen a lot of people in person, and it's always good to meet you all in person. Those that are not a member, go to pkic.org/join. Join the discussion. Join the activities that we're doing for the good of everyone. Because we're really looking for that active participation. That helps us forward. Because we cannot do this alone. We need to do this together. This will be the hardest transition we've ever done.
At SSL.com, trust is what we do. We provide PKI solutions, identity trust services, and cloud code signing to keep your data and software secure. Secure documents at scale with high-volume document e-sealing. Join us at the PQC Conference 2025 to explore secure solutions. SSL.com. Securing trust, enabling innovation. Visit SSL.com.